Do you think it is helpful or hurtful to feel nervous going into a game? Well, the answer to that is it depends. It could be helpful. If you feel those nerves and it makes you feel more motivated and you're more focused on performing, that's going to help you. However, if you feel the nerves and those nerves cause you to become afraid of making mistakes, if you start to worry about making mistakes, if those nerves turn into anxiety, then those nerves are actually going to hold you back. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. In this video, you're going to learn how mental coaching can help you lower pregame nerves and anxiety going into a game. Whenever we think about how nerves are going to hold you back and hurt you going into a game, we can break this down into two different ways. Number one is going to be the worry that it causes, and number two is going to be the physical symptoms that actually result from the nerves and anxiety that you feel. So the first one is going to be the worry that it causes. Whenever you feel nerves or whenever you're experiencing this sense of nervousness or anxiousness before a game, this can cause you to worry. Now, what you're going to worry about is going to be how you're going to perform. You're going to worry about, am I going to make mistakes? Am I going to perform well? I really want to perform well. You're just going to have all sorts of worries. Now, when you have those kinds of worries, this takes your attention off of the present moment. And also, by having those worries, you drive more feelings of nerves and anxiety. So it becomes this vicious cycle of worries, leading to more feelings of nerves and anxiety, which lead to more feelings of worries, which lead to more feelings of nerves and anxiety. That's going to cause you to underperform because your attention is too much on what's going to happen. Now, we come to the second way that these nerves are going to hold you back, and that is the physical symptoms that actually result from the feeling of nervousness. These physical symptoms are going to be, that churning feeling in your stomach, maybe some shaky hands, you might have a racing heartbeat, you might feel a little dizzy, you might have blurred vision. These are going to be just those physical reactions that we describe as feeling nervous or feeling anxious. I was working with a basketball player who said that going into a game, he felt like he didn't have much control over his legs because he was so anxious. Another athlete I worked with was a squash player who, when we began working together, she was feeling a lot of anxiety whenever she started to play, and she would honestly black out because her mind was just racing all over the place. So we see that these physical symptoms of anxiety and nerves, they're going to cause you to underperform as well. Luckily, we can identify what's driving this anxiety and this feeling of nervousness, and then we can work on reducing that through mental coaching. The main cause of anxiety in sports and the main cause of this nervousness is going to be outcome-oriented thinking. Outcome-oriented thinking means that you're focused too much on what's going to happen, whether that's scoring a basket, winning the game, striking this batter out, whatever it may be. You're worried about what's going to happen. You are thinking about the game being over, or you're thinking about the play being over before you've given yourself the actual chance of performing, because you're so focused on what's going to happen. When you think about what's going to happen, you worry about what's going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, this is going to be worrying about making mistakes. And so the more you worry about making mistakes, the more anxious you're going to feel and the more nervous you're going to feel. What we can do to reduce these feelings of nervousness and anxiety going into a game is to work on changing what you're thinking. Now, we do that through mental performance coaching. With mental coaching for pregame nerves and anxiety, what I'll do is work with you on first identifying what kind of thoughts you're having that are driving these feelings of nervousness and anxiety. The thoughts are going to be focused on the outcome, but we want to get very specific about what you're actually thinking before the game. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a plan to work on changing those thoughts. Work on changing those thoughts, build some confidence, and then also use some tools to reduce the nerves that you're feeling and the feelings of anxiety going into a game. So if you're interested in learning more about mental coaching for pregame nerves and anxiety, go ahead and click the link that's in the description below. If you have any questions about pregame nerves and anxiety or any other sports psychology topic, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of success in all that you do.